Alright guys, on deck today for review we have a light that looks pretty familiar to a lot of you guys. It's the Streamlight TLR-1s with the strobe option, 1S. But this one's a little different than the TLRs we've talked about in the past. This one is the new 300 Lumen model. So during the test today, we're going to do a little bit more shooting because that's what I like to do on this channel. And after that, we're going to run a nighttime test with this light, the old TLR. Compare those two, as well as a couple other flashlights on the market to give you an idea of the brightness of this relatively small package. And at the end, I'll talk about what I think about it, overall pros and cons, things like that. Right now, I'll get back into the shooting, and then we'll get into the test. Before we get into the nighttime portion of the test, I'm going to go ahead and show you the lights we're going to be using while it's still daylight out. This here is the 104 Lumen LED Double D Maglite. I use this as a control for all my tests since a lot of guys just don't have experience with tack lights, and most guys are pretty familiar with the old Maglite. Next up will be the 160 Lumen TLR-1s model. This is the old one, the precursor to the one we're testing today, which is this one, obviously the 300 Lumen model. And here's the Maglite you saw earlier in the video. That structure is about 30 feet away, and here is the new 300 Lumen TLR-1s. Again, Maglite, 100 Lumen light, TLR-1. There you see the old TLR-1s, very bright, very white light, definitely does a good job of illuminating that structure. And here's the new one. Do them side by side. The difference is hard to tell, but that focal point, when you're looking at it in person, is definitely a little bit wider and a little bit brighter with the new 300 Lumen version. The thing that stands out a little bit more, and I'm not sure how well it comes across here on video, is the peripheral lighting. It definitely is a good bit brighter with the new 300 Lumen model. Just to show the strobe feature of the light, this is what it looks like. Very, very fast strobe, definitely disorienting if you were looking into that light. So the reason I got the box out here today, which I typically don't do, is because as you can see here, we have the 300 Lumen model here and the 160 Lumen model here. They look exactly the same from the outside. The only way that I've seen that you can distinguish them at this point is the sticker that comes here on the box. I just wanted to point that out. I'm going to go over some basic features of the light here. It does run on two CR123 batteries. In order to access them, you just flip that switch up and you kind of pull down and out here on the rear of the battery compartment, and there you go. There's your batteries. To close it back up, you just catch that little hook right there on it, on the back, and you just pull down right here on that little lever again. Those two batteries there, they provide the light with 2.5 hours of run time. Obviously, it's putting out 300 lumens. You guys saw that already. The body of the light here is an aluminum body. It's sealed as well, so it's waterproof to 1 meter at 30 minutes. And just basic activation of the light here. It has a toggle switch that's ambidextrous. So to turn it on, momentary on, you just push down here, and there's your on. And if you want to activate the strobe, you have to hit on twice within 0.4 seconds. If you don't hit it that fast, it'll just kind of keep going like that. So you got to do it quick to activate that strobe feature. Obviously, you can also push up for constant on. So momentary, constant on. Just some final thoughts on the TLR-1s, the new 300 Lumen model. These lights are coming to market right around $110, plus or minus $10, depending on where you get it, which is about $10 to $15 more than the old 160 Lumen model. So I mean, is that extra 140 lumens worth it to you? Well, I mean, maybe it is. I've said before on here, the chase for the ultimate amount of lumens is kind of like an exercise in mental masturbation, if you will. I mean, in my opinion, anything over 100 lumens for most people's applications, i.e. indoor home defense, things like that, is going to get you pretty much what you need. 300 lumens is nice. It's nicer than 160, sure. Is it worth it? Well, that's the choice you have to make. But all in all, the TLR-1 lights that I've owned and reviewed here have all been solid. I've never had an issue with any of them. They perform well. They can mount on anything. Here you go. We have it on a handgun. You can easily mount this up on a Picatinny rail on your rifle if you want to. Very versatile platform. Easy to use, easy to operate. And for the money, you get a lot of light for the money, that's for sure. But that's pretty much all I got to say about it, guys. It's a good light. It's the greatest light in the world, who knows, but it's a good one. If you guys have comments about this review, anything else I review here on the channel, feel free to post those comments here. You can also post them over at my Facebook page. And thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you guys in the next video.